You're watching the West Coast Logging Channel. Come on inside and get some logs, that is.
Got a little voiceover for you guys today. Actually, it's going to be 2 or 3 videos. Brian's brother Scott, the processor operator, he took my camera and one of his on the cat side today and got a bunch of really good video. And so it's actually going to make up at least 2, probably 3 videos. So that's why I'm doing the voiceover too. Kind of explain a little bit of what's going on here. But this first little bit, obviously, as you can tell, it's just an outside shot of the processor. I'm not going to try to do a bunch of talking or whatnot on it. But next couple of part 2 and 3 of this video, we'll be doing quite a bit more of the voiceover, explain what's going on. I hope you guys like it. Scott, like I say, did a really good job, got really good videos, so we appreciate that a bunch. So what Scott did here, it was actually a really, really good idea. He just put the camera on the mirror of his pickup. So he had to run down the road. He had to grab some logging signs and do a couple of other things. So he put the camera on the mirror of his pickup and just drove down the road and then back up, kind of give you an idea of actually how many logs there is. They've got a bunch. I mean, there's piles and piles of wood yet. Some of it processed, some of it not. So it was a really nice job. A lot of big wood on it. But yeah, you can see here he's stopping to get the signs so we can, as Tyson started cutting on the other job today, so he actually needed the signs to, so he'd be in the safe. Oh, anyways, yeah, that's what Scott's doing here. Here we go again. So, yeah, you can see there's some, and all these ones that are setting along like that when he's just passing right there, those are all too big for the processor, so they set those out. Somebody will come along and clean them up with a handsaw. Another great big pile there. Here's a bunch of processed wood. And basically what it is Brian does all the loading for the cat side and for the Yoder side. So he's normally a job behind us, and that's like he's still over on Trout Creek right now. They do have another, and we're going past it right now. They call that machine right there Brutus. I got a little video of it the other day. It's basically it's a feller buncher body with a log loader boom, and then it's got a Satco felling head on it. And they can load with it. It's got the live heel rack and everything. So if they get too...
I gotta run some signs down to the highway and meet the other crew. I'll be right back.
Oh, he was talking there. Anyways, they get log piles get too big or whatever, then they'll load out with Brutus there. But so yeah, Brian's still over on the Trout Creek job, loading it out. Should be done maybe tomorrow, maybe Monday, and then he'll head over here and start loading it out. It kind of sounds like one of the loaders is going to have to go to the next job with us, as the ground's too steep to deck on. But I'm not 100% sure on that. But yeah, look at these decks. Holy smokes. Good loading. Nice wood. He should be able to load it out pretty quick. And it's fairly close to most of the mills. So the truck drivers should be able to make pretty quick trips. Hopefully. He's turned around, headed back up the hill now, and you can see, look at those decks. There's quite a few logs here to be loaded out. And I could, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think there's 7 landings just like that, not counting what we did with the Escaline. So, well, there's 2, 3, yeah. I think there's 7 spots just like that. There's a lot of logs up here for these You get loaded out. A lot of nice logs. This was really nice timber. Mostly all white fir. No, white fir, it's a heavier wood. It's pretty wet, really. Back in Oregon, we call it piss fir because a lot of times when you cut into it, the water just starts running out of it. Good shot of their two cats. One of them's a high drive 5 with grapples, and the other one's a high drive 4 with cable. And there's the skidder, 648
Changed his mind.
John Deere.
He's gonna start them where they don't need signs for today. Oh, thanks.
Oh, get some. This is part 3 of the video here. I wanted to explain Scott's putting the camera on the outside of the Komatsu here with the dangle head on it. But somebody commented the other day about and said they didn't realize that these dangle heads had 2 saws on it, and that it would make sense because you wouldn't want to stop and have to turn the head around to buck the other end. Which necessarily you wouldn't have to do, because I've seen several of these that one or the other saw didn't work, so they just got by with one. And the main reason behind having 2 saws, you see, he picks it up here, he'll run it up, and this very first cut, he's flushing the butt there, but also, if the butt is already flushed, you got to activate the saw a little bit. A lot of times he'll just go zit, and that starts the computer to measure it. Now he runs it out here. Now if he was to buck that off with the top saw right now, it wouldn't still be in the head, so he would have to reach back and grab the log again. So there he goes again. See how it dropped the top there? So the first cut, he used the butt saw to buck it, and then that way he's still got a hold of the log, and then he runs it out, and then he uses the top saw, and then it drops that piece that and this being private ground, there is no chip wood on this job, where we're normally back in Oregon, that would have went into a chip pile. So but there again, you see, use the butt saw, took that log, now he'll use the butt saw again, and that way he's still got a hold of the rest of this log. Oh, nope, I guess he won't. I guess that must be chipwood too. Okay, so I was wrong, but I think you get my point there. So yeah, if you only had the top saw, it would still work, but when you use the top saw, then you don't have a hold of it anymore, so you would have to grab it again. So that's the nice part about having both the saws, because then he should use his top saw now. Yep. Wrong again. Jeez, I'm gonna stop guessing. All right. Well, anyway, so I hope you get my point of what I was trying to say there. Boy, there's another dandy. And like I say, most all of this is white fur, and it is heavy stuff. There we go. See, and with that, it activates the computer to start measuring the log. Ooh, that was kind of close to the camera there. Ouch! Oh, Willie Dog, you bit me on accident. Willie Dog. We gotta get some video of Willie Dog on here. Alright, well, I'll let you watch the rest of the video here. I might have a little more voiceover before it's over, but appreciate everybody tuning in. I want to say again, thanks, Scott, for taking the camera and doing the video for us. You got some really good shots. We appreciate it.
Whoops.
Stay safe, boys. Get logs. Come on.